the Glasgow derby,
Yes.
the old firm.
The old firm.
And they don't often play on a midweek. And we got a bit of a treat today. That
It was a treat.
We come in early, didn't we? Thought we'd sit down, have a look at this.
Yeah.
How bad were Rangers?
Oh, my God.
How good was Celtic?
Celtic
How
was very
bad were
good,
Rangers?
and hats off to them because I thought they pressed.
Yep.
They moved the ball quickly. They looked like a proper side. Rangers, champions. Wow, shocking.
Well, a lot of Rangers fans, when Steven Gerrard left to Aston Villa...
I mean, the left back. I'm sorry, I've got to raise it. I mean, you called it. Barisic, his name was.
His name's Barisic. We stuck the... He was embarrassing.
Lord.
He was poor.
He was... It's like he forgot how to play football.
Do you know what it was? He froze.
He froze.
Now, look, Rangers fans might be able to tell me how good he is, or maybe that's the sort of performance. But you've got to give Celtic credit. They started like a train. The atmosphere, it's a partisan crowd. Look, I understand that Rangers, this is my understanding of the situation, Rangers decided some time ago to ban away fans, and now Celtic are doing the same. Someone has got to grow up.
You think?
Someone has got to be the bigger team, bigger man, bigger whatever, and say, do you know what? We're going to allow away fans in because it's different. Look, whenever I go to Stamford Bridge under lights, Spurs fans turn.
Leeds.
But generally, the big heads that turn up. Liverpool, Manchester United, those derbies, West Ham, Arsenal, Spurs, those big games that you looked forward to. When there's away fans, it makes the game.
Oh, it absolutely
It
does.
makes
But there
the
must be a
game.
reason behind it.
Well, it's a bit. I keep hearing the word tit for tat.
Yeah.
Someone has got to be the bigger man, then grow up and get and just change it. They can't be happy, the Celtic fans, that there's no Rangers fans there to taunt tonight. They must imagine that. They loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Do you think it'll boil over? Because it's a big game, isn't it?
Well, that's always that danger, isn't it? Because of when you get big games like that, it can. But you've got to be heavily policed. It's a discipline. But anyway, look, away from that, credit to Celtic. They were magnificent tonight. Costopoglu, he's got them set up in a nice attacking, closing down, high press, out of possession, well organised.
They are.
Rangers in the final third were dreadful. Their decision making, their final pass, their final shot, their final whatever they're going to do in that final third. Dreadful. Celtic cruised. The game was over at half time.
It was. I mean, before it become 3-0 at half time, we were saying
1-0.
It could be 4 or 5.
1-0. It looked like it was going to go 1-0 at half time. It would have been a travesty had Rangers got to half time at 1-0, and the game might have been different, but Celtic in the end thoroughly deserved it.
Absolutely. Well, look, Celtic Rangers fans, I want to get you on. I want to hear from you. 03717 223344. If you're a Premier League fan and we've been starved. We know that. We're missing football. You 100% want to watch that game tonight. I want to know what you thought. Can Celtic get into the Premier League? If there was a chance, could they stay up? Could they compete? Because I thought tonight, watching them, they could. 03717 223344.
It's difficult, Jay, isn't it? Because Rangers were so bad and Celtic looked so good.
Yeah, they did.
It's hard to tell. They're the best two sides in Scotland.
Yeah.
Well, someone phone me up and tell me that Rangers are better than that. They must be. But every week, more often than not, we know Celtic will win and Rangers will win. This could be a title deciding win this tonight. That's how big it is. They got above Rangers. But if that's the second best side right now in Scotland and the best last season, appalling. You can get bad days. You can. We've all seen, not often do you get the big heads.
No wonder Gerrard got off.
Yeah. Well, Van Bronckhorst, has he not had the impact that Rangers fans wanted? But Costopoglu, very, very impressed with them, the way they set about their work.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Roy Keane? Look, potentially going in at Sunderland. I think he's mulling it over.
I'd love to see him back in management.
Yeah?
I would.
Do you think it's the right move for him? Sunderland? Well, Sunderland, when he was there, he done a great job, but they were pushing to get back in the Premier League. At this moment in time, they're a League One club. There's no two ways about it. They're in League One, a League One budget, League One players. Mm-hmm. Can he get the best out of them players to push them on?
Well, I haven't seen a lot of League One football. It's hard to watch every single game in every single league. But they are a club that really, by name and stature and size of the club and the fan base, they really are a Premier League club, really, aren't they? You look at Burnley. Burnley, credit to
they're not. They're in League One.
No, but I'm saying everything about them, when you look at them, they should really, everything's set up. The stadium, the fan, they shouldn't be in League One. They shouldn't be.
It's a big fan base.
So Roy Keane, last time he was there, back in 2006.
Yeah, that does ring a bell.
He got them out from the lower. I mean, they were struggling. He got them up out the Championship at first ask and got them into the Premier League. That takes some doing. So the Sunderland fans they must have fond memories of that season with Roy Keane there.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine what he must be like as a manager. He's going
to be hardcore, isn't he? Straight to the point. Well, he's old school.
Some of the antics that he got up to when he was assistant manager with Martin O'Neill with the Irish, there was a number of fallings out.
Yeah,
things didn't really work out with him at Ipswich. That wasn't really his finest hour.
But do you think maybe he's mellowed? I mean, you see him on Sky now.
No. But I can imagine he's one of those players, one of those managers. Sorry, you look at him as a player. If you get on the right side of him and you start winning, I can only imagine the atmosphere must be electric. Because he would demand so much from you, and you wouldn't want to disappoint him. You would want to make sure you were one of those players that he chooses to go out and battle for him at one of those levels.
I don't know, Jace.
Well,
I don't
he's
know.
done it before.
You see these young players now. It's different. It's a different world.
Well,
you see these old school managers coming in and they struggle because the game's changed, the characters have changed, the mentality's changed.
They're in League One. This is League One. If you were talking about Liverpool...
Jason, I've managed players at non-league. They're the same. I'm telling you. The young players these days are completely different.
That shouldn't be the case. Roy Keane should be able to get a team playing. I'm not saying rant and rave and throw your fists around. I'm saying that you would not want to let him down. He strikes me as being that sort of character, but we'll see. I'd love to know what Celtic fans think. Sorry, Sunderland.
Get it right.
He used to play for Celtic, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, get your call in 03-717 22 33 44. Have we got Jimmy? Who are we getting on, Bill? Oh no, we're not having Jimmy. Where's me callers? Come on, get involved. 03-717 22 33 44. Get on it, lads. We're waiting for you. What's going on? What about Steve Bruce, by the way?
What about him?
West Brom? Ishmael's gone?
Yes. He's a manager that knows how to get out of a league. He knows how to get out of that Championship, doesn't he?
Yes, but do you think maybe is that his time?
Why
doesn't he just sit back and relax and enjoy his life?
It's a drug, isn't it? It's a drug. It's like we've just seen Roy Hodgson come out of retirement. It's that draw back into doing something.
There is no better. There is absolutely no better feeling. Absolutely no better feeling. Right, let's go to Jimmy, who's a Celtic fan. Jimmy,
how you getting on, lad? You all right?
All right, Jim.
We're good. I mean, great performance.
You've upset me because I love the show, but for once, let's celebrate that Scottish football's attracting some media attention. We don't need to say we're going to make it to the Premier League. No Celtic fans even considered that this evening. We've gone back to the top of our league, and hopefully we're back to competing with Rangers for the title. Let's not make it an England-Scotland thing. Let's celebrate the fact it was a wonderful Celtic performance.
Well, that's what you can do, Jim. It's just, the reason that we mention that is because there was a lot of English supporting clubs, fans, watching that tonight. This is. I saw on my social media a lot of people that I follow of other clubs down here in England that were watching the game. That is not always the case. They would not always be watching on a Wednesday night. There would normally be either a Champions League, a Premier League game. So that's the reason, because I reckon there was a lot of eyeballs on that from down south tonight. That's the reason we mentioned it.
From that point of view, so as English football fans, would you say that was a bad advert for the game? Or
no.
I appreciate
Rangers was.
Well, for Rangers, I mean, they're the champions of Scotland, Jimmy.
Yeah,
it was shocking.
Every team has a bad game, especially in a derby. It can happen.
Yes, it can.
So I don't think that should reflect their season because they've come on a long way as well. I'm hoping Scottish football's heading in the direction. And in the 90s, when it used to be really good, even though they used to keep beating us, that's where we need to get back to. We need to make our game attractive as a whole package, not just the two old firm teams.
Well, Jimmy, I think the biggest thing now with Scottish football and winning the title is guaranteed Champions League football. Now that makes it very interesting because players will be attracted because they go, you know what? Win the league, I'm in the Champions League.
There you go. It changes who wants to come and play football in Scotland. So it's big. It is big. I know it's not England big, but tonight this was a wonderful evening.
It was, and you thoroughly deserved it. Costopoglu, he's really changed the way you set
Costopoglu is Postacoglu.
It's Costopoglu.
Postacoglu.
Yeah, I've been calling him Posta.
I've got to be honest. After they beat us in the Old Firm earlier in the year, I questioned his credentials and said I appreciate what he's trying to do, but I wasn't sure that Celtic had the squad to deliver that. But I must admit, he has done some incredible... Our off-the-ball work is nothing like it was last season.
I tell you, the way you close down, high up the pitch, high intensity, squeezing the Rangers, they couldn't get out their half. For the first 25 minutes of that game, could not get out their half.
That's the most one-sided half of Old Firm football I've watched in a very long time.
Yeah.
But I do not believe that's going to reflect the way this season will finish. I think it is going to go to the wire, I really do.
Okay.
I think Ramsey's a great signing.
Were you there tonight, Jimbo?
No, I live in England. My dad moved to Birmingham when I was younger, so I've got
accent,
a Villa and a
accent,
Celtic fan.
Yeah. So okay, but you are Scottish. Pure Scottish blood.
Scotland fan, Celtic fan.
Right, okay.
Living in England with a Brummie accent.
All right, matey.
Jimmy, thanks for your call. Brilliant. Keep them coming in. 03717 223344. This is the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.